Als nächstes kommt wieder ein Team von der Universität Zielona Góra, das Team Nowoczesni Budowlancy.
Hello everyone, my name is Szymon Pniewski. I'm representing the University of Zielona Góra, and today I would like to tell you about our solution to the world, and it's named Hydrogen from Waste, Powering the Future with Trash. Let's talk at first about the scale of the problem that we're facing right now. Over 2 billion tons of waste are generated annually. Around 400 million of plastic is produced year by year, and only 9% of this plastic is recycled. These numbers are staggering. That makes the problem particularly within the developing countries, because they are often the destination for waste exports. It's also a problem for us because consequences are severe for our environmental pollution, climate change, and our health risks. So, our solution is pyrolysis, and it's the non-recyclable, and this is the thermal conversion that breaks down the plastic. It don't burn the plastic, it only make it heat, and thanks to that, we can have access to the hydrogen and other gases that are not harmful for our environment. Like we can see, it is this process takes place in a high temperature, between 300 and 900 degrees, and it's that. Can you do the next one? Oh, there's a problem. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the ways of usage of green hydrogen. The most important ones are for the transportation: airplanes, ships, trains, and buses. Also to make the refining oil, biodiesel production, and in the industry. We have two examples. First is Alstom Coradia Init, and it's a train that leaves behind nothing but water vapor. What is important? It can, from one load, it can make over 1,000 kilometers. And we have the second example, that is the car BMW EX5 Hydrogen. And in the price of between 20 euro, it can make over 100 kilometers. But there is one big problem. Everything with this car is good, but there is no installation when you can fuel this car. In Poland, there is only 2 places when you can fuel this car, and only few in whole Germany. So this is the new technology that needs a lot of investments. And one of the biggest disadvantages of hydrogen is that it evaporates. You just can't store it. It's not possible to store this energy. For example, when you have the car diesel, after the half of the year you do nothing with this car, you go again to this car and there's no problem. When you have the car with hydrogen, this whole hydrogen would just evaporate. So you can use it only immediately, for example, in transportation like ships or trains. The most important disadvantage is also the high cost, because this is the new technology that is still developing, and we need to make all that we can to make changes. The more people would invest in hydrogen and in this installation, this energy, it would cost cheaper. And the biggest advantages are, of course, the waste reduction. We can finally make something with these tons of plastic. And the future we can create, thanks to our idea, is most important waste reduction. Up to 1.5 billion tons of waste would be converted into energy annually if we will be still invested in that technology. The second one is the amount of energy we can gain from that. From 1 ton of waste, right now, we can get the energy that could fuel the one home for around half a year. And of course, the global benefits like fewer landfills and cleaner air. Thank you, everyone, for your attention.
Thank you for the presentation. First question that comes to mind is, we've all met people that studied things, graduated, but in terms of realizing the projects, they just sometimes can't do it. So you don't have a physical prototype, but how would you convince the jury that you are the team that can do what you presented? So how would you prove to everyone in a future project, in a pilot project, somehow?
Right now, there are lots of... this technology is used, and there are some chambers that can, in 1 hour, right now, make over energy, this energy what I showed. In 1 hour, it can make the energy from one household. So I think in the future, when we would have more and more problem with plastic, people would be more and more interested in our technology and to make it, because it is possible. First companies show us that it is possible.
Thanks.
Thank you for that. You mentioned a lot of challenges. So how will you tackle these?
Most important, money. What I can tell. If you invest in something, a lot of money, it is possible to make the changes. And right now, we need to make these changes fast, because we as a Europe need independence and also energy independence. And this is right now the most important thing for us as a society, as a Europe.
I also have a question. Where do you get the waste from? Like, is it just from Europe, or do you try to collect it on the oceans? Because, as we all know, there's a lot of waste. So
I think that at first we should make the things at our land, and then we can share our technology with other countries, other regions of the world.
Yeah, thank you very much for your presentation. So when I look to the complete process, so you have to do pyrolysis, and you generate these gases which can be reused then later on for example, for mobility and so on.
Yes.
When you do the complete overview of that energy, what you need to invest to get that. Did you do this? Did you calculate the complete balance sheet for the complete process?
Right now, it is not easy possible, because it is a new technology, and we still don't know the scope of our possibilities in this field.
Because you need to generate this energy also to do the pyrolysis.
Of course.
Thank you.
Okay, this is time for Q&A. It's over, and thank you for the presentation, and we will move forward with...
Thank you very much.